Hey, I'm Joe Denny, but you can call me JD, Hypertech's performance host, and I'm excited to introduce you to our new line of power programmers for the sport tuner market. That's right, the world asked and we answered. Our engineers have spent a grueling year developing optimized tuning, dyno and track testing to bring the world's leading high-performance engine power programmers to the import world. And now they're here. Our new line includes power programmers for Hondas, Infinitis, Mazdas, Mitsubishis, Nissans, and Subarus. But let's answer one question. What is power tuning? Well, from NASCAR to NHRA, serious racers with serious money have always used engine dynos to perfectly tune their race car's engine, a technique called power tuning. But to develop optimized engine tuning takes days and days of dyno testing, costing about $1,000 per day or more. So for most of us, power tuning was out of the question. That all changed in the early 80s when onboard computers began to appear on production cars and trucks. And that is when Hypertech invented power tuning products to make maximum performance tunes an affordable, easy-to-install product instead of a time-consuming, expensive service. Let's go talk to John Lambert, manager of Hypertech's tuning department, and find out more.
Come on, let's go!
Hey, John.
Hey, JD.
Hey, do you mind telling us what power tuning is?
Sure. On our multiple chassis dynos, we spend weeks on each vehicle and engine combination to develop the most powerful tuning possible for both stock and mildly modified street vehicles, those with aftermarket catback and cold air intake systems. Here's exactly how we do it. Spark advance, air-fuel ratio, and intake manifold pressure on turbo and supercharged vehicles are all controlled by the vehicle's computer programs, usually in the form of what's called a lookup table. Using Spark Advance as an example, we reverse engineer the computer program and find the appropriate Spark Advance tables. Then on the dyno, we baseline the engine to determine the stock torque and horsepower output. Now we start to tune. We increase the Spark Advance in very small increments at each and every tuning point, from just off idle to maximum RPM, and then retest for power output again. If the power increases at a particular point, then we advance the spark again and retest. We do this for every tuning point until at each of those points we see a power decrease from the previous test. When we reach that point of diminishing returns, we know we found the optimum spark advance over the entire RPM range for that engine. This maximum power spark advance curve is then stored in our max energy power programmers. Air-fuel ratio is optimized in a similar fashion. We make incremental changes and test until we have found maximum power. Likewise for manifold pressure or boost if an engine has a turbo or a supercharged. Of course, you don't drive or race dynos, so after we've developed our maximum performance engine tuning, we take every vehicle to the Memphis Motorsports track and compare acceleration and drag strip performance between stock and Hypertech power tuning. No other tuning company does this. We then post true and accurate track and dyno performance improvements on our website.
Well, thanks, John. Now I see why Hypertech is the world's leader in high-performance engine tuning. Now we're going to talk about what else the new Max Energy Sport is capable of. But first thing I'm going to do is show you just how easy it is to install. All you're going to do is plug the small connector on the communications cable into the Max Energy and then plug the other end into the vehicle's diagnostics connector, located on the driver's side under the dash. But remember to never disconnect the cable until the programming session is complete. Then all you do is follow some on-screen prompts, answer a few yes or no questions to pick the tuning options and features that you want. The first thing it will do is read and clear DTCs, or diagnostic trouble codes. That means if you have a check engine light or service needed message, then the Max Energy Sport will read the code and give you the ability to clear the code and turn off the check engine light. It also makes it easier for you to take the necessary steps to prevent it from coming back on. Now just a note, for you guys with push button starts, instead of you turning the key into the on position, you're just going to hit the start button without pressing the brake or clutch. Then once you're happy with all your selections, you're just going to follow the on-screen prompts and begin the programming process. When programming is complete, the Max Energy screen will instruct you to disconnect the cable. Now all you have to do is just enjoy your vehicle's added power and performance. Now that we know a bit more about power tuning and what the advantages are, we're going to take some of these vehicles out on the drag strip, tune them, and show you firsthand just how awesome the new Max Energy Sport really is. So keep checking back here at Hypertech.com, where you'll find me, JD, and the rest of the Hypertech crew as we explain in more depth each feature of the new Max Energy Sport, and we get out on the road and put our performance to the test.